For my number 6 pick, I have Jackass, Sawatte, Idare, ga Itayo. And no, I did not just look at a sign behind the camera. Hi, my name is Devin Jackson Randall, or DJR, and welcome to Queer Fudanshi. Today is Monday, and that means it's time for a random talk, where I pick a random conversation topic to talk about with you guys, or I pick from the questions, recommendations, or suggestions that you guys leave me down in the comments below. Today is the last Monday of the year of 2016. I decided we're going to do a top 10 of my favorite LGBTQ and BL media that we talked about here on the blog. Keep a note that this is not the top LGBTQ and BL media that happened in this year only, but also stuff that we talked about that could have been from earlier on. Also keep in mind that I will only be talking about what my favorite picks are, but in the blog post, I'll be talking about why I picked them, so make sure to go check that out. Plus, I also have an announcement for you guys later on, a sort of New Year's resolution, so make sure to stick around for that. My number 10 pick is Doukyuusei. If you guys don't know, Doukyuusei was an anime movie that came out earlier in 2015, but then the DVD came out in 2016. This movie is actually based off of a Shonen A manga, a boys love manga, from Japan. Doukyuusei actually means classmates, and that is what the story is about. It is about two classmates, one who is more of an academic, quiet type guy, and another who is more of an outspoken, personality, musical, cool type of character. The two are in the same music class, and then they are forced to be a part of a choir to sing to their school. Sajo, who is the more academic student, doesn't really know how to sing or how to read sheet music, so he asks Kusakabe, the musical one, to teach him. And the two get to know each other, and they end up falling in love. If you guys are interested in buying this anime movie, then you just have to search up Doukyuusei movie and you will find its official website. My number 9 pick is Blue Girls Burn Fast. Blue Girls Burn Fast is an American web short film that was created by the American kind of celebrity, teenage celebrity, Amanda Steinberg. This movie was created, written, directed, edited, and all that by her. The story follows a teenage girl who is living with a foster mother, and this girl is so distraught because she is homesick. She misses her home and family that she knew before. In addition to that, she is feeling conflicted with feelings for one of her male classmates, as well as for a girl who seems to live in her neighborhood and always seems to find herself sneaking into our main girl's house. If you guys are interested in checking out this dramatic short film, then you can check it out on Vimeo for free. My number 8 pick is The Young Protectors. The Young Protectors is an American webcomic about superheroes. It's very much like a Marvel DC comic, but it follows a team of young superheroes, late teens, early 20s, and particularly Kyle, or Red Hot, is a closeted gay man who is trying to come out of the closet. He goes into a bar and is discovered by the Annihilator, one of the biggest villains in the world. But suddenly it turns out that the Annihilator wants to date him. If you guys are interested in checking out this webcomic, you can do so by checking out the Yaoi 911's website, and you can read the webcomic for free. For my number 7 pick, I have the film Moonlight. Moonlight is an American film that's currently running in theaters right now as of the time that I'm publishing this video. The film follows character Chiron throughout his life in 3 different sections of his life: childhood, teenage years, and adulthood. And it really focuses on his perspective as a young gay black man living in Florida, living in poverty, living around the drug trade, and then also living with very violent people near him. If you guys are interested in checking out this movie, you can either do so by seeing if it's in a theater near you, or if you're watching this video much later than when it was published, you can probably find it online to buy the DVD. For my number 6 pick, I have Jackass, Sawatte, Idare, ga Itayo. And no, I did not just look at a sign behind the camera. Jackass, Who Said It Was Okay to Touch Me, as it's known in English, is a Japanese yaoi manga that depicts the high school life of 3 best friends. Kisuke has been living with his older sister as his guardian, and then he finds out one day that she actually wore them without telling him. So when he wears his gym clothes or tries to change into them, he finds out that her pantyhose are still in them. And then one of his friends, Shindo, ends up seeing him do this, and Shindo gets a weird reaction out of them. In addition, Kisuke's other friend, Katsumi, is in a sort of love triangle at the moment. He is in a relationship with an older person, one of his teachers, but he ends up having a classmate fall in love with him, and he's kind of dealing with that, with his teacher pushing him away, and then this other guy kind of creepily coming on to him. Ultimately, this is a wonderful story about falling in love, gay pride, and allowing yourself to still be a kid when you are. Sadly, this yaoi manga has not been published officially for English, so if you want to read it officially and legally, you can. For my number 5 pick, I picked Sense8. This is a show about 8 individuals living all over the globe in countries like America, Iceland, and South Korea, and these people suddenly find themselves connected to each other, their minds, their feelings, their skills, their languages, and so on. And of course there is an evil corporation out to kill them all because they are evolving in a way that is different from the rest of humanity. This is a wonderful TV show with masterful writing, lots of action, lots of sex, lots of drama and darkness, and then lots of wonderful character moments and beautiful scenery. If you guys are interested in checking it out, go check it out on Netflix. My number 4 pick is Tamen De Gushi, or Their Story. This is a Chinese webcomic that is about the romance between 2 high school girls. Specifically, the story follows Ki Fong, who is a wonderful protagonist, who is a very sportsy type of tomboy girl, and she really is a friendly, popular type of person, and then all of a sudden one day she sees a girl on her way to school and she falls in love with her instantly. She decides to become friends with this Sunjung, and the two start to slowly get closer and get to know each other better. This comedic romance comic is found easily online, as it is a webcomic. You can find it untranslated on a Weeboo, but if you guys want, you can also search on your favorite scanlation site and they'll probably have it. For my number 3 pick, I've decided to talk about Part-Time the Series. Part-Time the Series is a TV show from Thailand. It is a drama about a bunch of university students, mostly freshmen, and their lives and their struggles. It's about them struggling to find a job, to find friends, to find a place to sleep, to find a time to study, to find love, and all that and more. This show has a lot of interesting characters with different perspectives and different storylines, such as T, who is trying to become a boxer and is also becoming very close to his new friend Hall. Hall, who is a playboy, but for some reason is very interested in just hanging out with his friend T. There is Mong, who is suddenly out on the street and trying to find a job, while also making a lot of good friends. There's Jin, who's falling in love with one of his co-workers, and he gets her younger brother to help him hook them up. And then there's Melon, who's trying to become a working model, but then also has something going on with one of her roommates. This TV show is wonderful. If you guys want to check it out, you can check it out here on YouTube for free, but that is untranslated, though you can also see Just BL Things, who are translating this series. Second, we have Yuri on Ice. Yuri on Ice is a Japanese anime that just ended for the fall 2016 anime season. It is a sports anime about figure skating. Specifically, it follows 20-something-year-old Yuri, who is a sort of down-on-his-luck athlete, and he is visited one day by his idol, his sports idol, the best figure skater in the world, Victor, and Victor decides to become Yuri's coach. The two go on a journey of sportsmanship and friendship and eventually love. If you guys want to check out this anime, you can check it out for free on Crunchyroll or sites like that. Lastly, my number 1 pick. And honestly, if you guys have been following this YouTube channel or the blog for a couple months now, you should probably know what I'm going to pick. And that would be Addicted the Web Series. Addicted the Web Series is a web series that actually came out earlier this year, around January, February, and it is about 2 men, 2 high schoolers. It's about Gu Hai and Lu Yin. They find themselves in a situation where they have ended up in the same classroom, in the same school, and they hate each other, right? They hate each other, but they start pranking each other, bullying each other. They become friends, and then they become more than that. In addition, their parents, Lu Yin's mother and Gu Hai's father, are getting married, so that also makes them stepbrothers, which I don't really like to think about that much, but whatever. This is a wonderful story that has a bunch of conflict and contradiction between multiple things, such as rich and poor, parent and child, friend and lover, and so on. If you guys want to check out this dramatic romance, you can find it all over YouTube. I mean, seriously, all over. Just look it up. And that is it for my top 10. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think on my top 10. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Would you have something else on your list? Let me know by putting it down there. In addition, I want to let you guys know of a new sort of New Year's resolution, a announcement that I'm doing. Do you remember when I had a schedule up on the blog a couple months ago? Yeah, that kind of faltered a bit, but I'm bringing that back. As you saw in the last Wednesday post, the last last week's queer reviews, I am now going to let you guys know what we're going to talk about a week ahead of time. So because of that, I'm now also going to be putting that on the schedule on the blog. So now there will be at least 1 or 2 weeks ahead of time that you guys will know what we're talking about so that you can prepare and then join the conversation in the comments below. But anyway, I hope you guys all had a wonderful Christmas if you guys celebrate that. Otherwise, I hope you all have a happy holidays and a happy new year. Thank you for being a part of the Queer Fudanshi community, and I hope to continue for many years to come. Bye. She finds out that her panties are still in them. Pantyhose? Pantyhose. Panties, pantyhose. Clearly I wouldn't know what they're called, guys.